Today we see third chapter, which is pair of linear equations in two variables. We had studied linear equation in one variable last year, but this year we are going to see pair of linear equation in two variables. First, let us understand an example. 5x plus 3y plus 8 equal to 0 is an example of linear equation in two variables. The variables we have taken here are x and y. The standard form of a linear equation in two variables is of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. We know what are real numbers. So this a, b, c are real numbers, and a square plus b square is not equal to 0. Let us understand the meaning of a square plus b square not equal to 0. That means if a is equal to 0, then b should not be 0. Or if b is equal to 0, a should not be 0. That means a and b should not be 0 simultaneously. That is the meaning of a square plus b square is not equal to 0. So when we remember the standard form, we should remember the condition also. I repeat, the standard form of a linear equation in two variables is of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. A, b, c are real numbers and a square plus b square is not equal to 0. So here if I compare this, the example we have taken with this standard form, we can understand a is equal to 5, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 8. If we draw the graph of any linear equation, right, it represents a straight line. So I write that as the next point, the graph of a linear equation, whether it is in one variable or two variable. The graph of a linear equation always represents a straight line. So if we draw the graph of any linear equation, we will get a straight line. Now let us understand what is solution of the given equation. This also we had studied last year. Let us recall. Suppose if x plus 5y plus 7 equal to 0. This is the given equation. We are trying to find the solution for this equation. This can be represented either in x form or in y form, whichever is easier. For me, x form is easier. So I shift the remaining terms to the right side. I will get minus 5y minus 7. Because it is in x form, I am going to give values for y and I am going to get corresponding values of x. So first I take y is equal to, we can fix any value for this y. For me 0 is easier, so I have chosen 0. In that case x becomes minus 5 into 0 minus 7, which is 0 minus 7, which is equal to minus 7. Like that we can find any number of solution for the given linear equation. First I have taken y is equal to 0. We can take any number of values and any value for y, corresponding value of x can be calculated. So here the solution is minus 7, 0 is a solution. What do you mean by solution? When we substitute the value of x and y in the given equation, we get LHS equal to RHS. Those values are called solution of the given equation. Contrarily, if we draw a straight line using the given equation, you will find minus 7, 0 on the graph we have drawn. So each and every solution will lie on the straight line we have drawn. Conversely, each and every point on the graph is a solution of the given equation. This we should remember. Solution means it is a point on the graph we have drawn Conversely, if you take a point on the graph, it becomes a solution. And what is a solution? When we substitute the values x and y in the given equation, we'll get LHS equal to RHS. Now let us see what is a pair of. What we had seen is only a single linear equation in two variables. Now we are going to see pair of linear equations in two variables. For that, first I remember the standard form we have written previously, right? I write it 2 times. This is easy to remember. We know the constants are different. Which are the constants? Here A, B, C, they are the real numbers called constants. So to differentiate the constants, here I am going to name it as A1x, B1y plus C1 equal to 0, and here A2x plus B2y plus C2. This we can remember with an example. 5x minus 11y plus 48 equal to 0. Any coefficients we can take. Here I take 13x plus 17y minus 25 equal to 0. So if we compare these two, what is A1? A1 is 5. What is B1? B1 is minus 11. What is C1? C1 is equal to 48. If we come to the second equation, A2 represents 13. B2 is 17 and C2 is equal to minus 25. So very easily we can remember. But the variables should be the same. Here if we use the variable xy, here also it should be xy. So it is pair of linear equations in the same variable xy we have taken. So the coefficients may be equal, may not be equal. But the variables should be same in both the equations. So this is pair of linear equation in two variables. So I write here the pair of linear equations in two variables. Is of the form A1x plus B1y plus C1 equal to 0 and A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0. So comparing this, we'll get A1 is equal to 5, B1 minus 11, C1 is equal to 48, A2 is 13 here, B2 is 17 and C2 is equal to minus 25. Here also if we draw graph for each equation, either for this or for this will represent a straight line, this also will represent a straight line. So how many straight lines we'll get? We'll get 2 straight lines. When 2 lines are given, we had studied there exist 3 cases. So I write that there exist 3 possibilities for 2 lines given. What are the 3 cases we have studied? The first one is the lines may intersect like this. Intersect at one point. This is the point of intersection. If I represent this as the first equation or this as the second equation, because they are linear equation, the graph represents a straight line. The straight line will intersect at a point. The second case is when we draw the graph of each line, the graph will coincide. Means, suppose the equations are L1 and L2, we will get L1 is equal to L2. So here each and every point of L1 becomes each and every point of L2 because they coincide. So how many solutions exist? There exists infinite solution. We know a line has infinite points because each and every infinite point of L1 and L2 are equal. Here we will get infinite solution. And the third case. The third case, the lines do not intersect. What do you mean by the lines do not intersect? They are parallel lines. What are parallel lines which do not intersect? However far they are produced, either on this side or this side, extend to any length, we don't find they intersect. So here the intersection is null set. So there exist 3 possibilities for 2 lines given. The point of intersection can be one, called only one point we say, or we say unique solution. And sometimes the graph coincide. In that case we say infinite solution. And the third case is they do not intersect. These are the three possible cases exist when two lines are given. When two lines are given without solving, without drawing the graph, looking at the equation and checking some conditions, we can understand whether they intersect at one point or they have infinite solution, the graphs coincide, or we can say the lines are parallel by checking some conditions. First I have taken the equation x minus 2y equal to 0, 3x plus 4y minus 20 equal to 0. First we should check the given equation is in the standard form or not. If you see here, x term is there, y term is there, constant term is missing. Therefore, I write plus 0 is equal to what? Equal to 0. We remember the standard form of the pair of equation. It is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x, b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So, when you compare, we can find out the values of a1, b1 and c1. So here there is no number, therefore what I write here? 1. Therefore what is a1? a1 is equal to 1. b1, minus sign is there. So b1 is equal to what? Equal to minus 2. What is c1? c1 is equal to 0. Similarly, comparing, we get a2 is equal to 3, b2 equal to 4 and c2 equal to what? c2 equal to minus 20. Now I find the ratio of a1 upon a2. a1 upon a2 is 1 upon 3. Then I find ratio of b1 and b2. It is minus 2 upon 4 can be simplified, which is minus 1 upon 2. And I find also c1 upon c2, which is 0 upon minus 20. So remember, first the equations should be expressed in the standard form. Then note down what is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2 and c2. Find the ratios of a1 upon a2, b1, b2 and c1 upon c2. After simplifying, check whether a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2. Are they equal here? Here the answer is 1 upon 3, here it is minus 1 upon 2. Therefore, they are unequal. So here I write a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So remember, when these two are unequal, the lines will intersect only at one point. Therefore, I write the equations will intersect, or the equations will have a unique solution. What do you mean by unique solution? Only one solution. Therefore, I can say the graphs will intersect at a point, only one point, therefore at a point. So when the equations have a unique solution, we say the given system is consistent. The given system is consistent. So the question is, find whether they are consistent or not. Check this condition. If they are unequal, we can say the given system is consistent. This is one of the three cases. Now we take the second example. The second example is, consider 2x plus 3y minus 9 equal to 0. Then 4x plus 6y minus 18 equal to 0. Check whether it is expressed in the standard form or not. Yes, they are in the standard form. So, identifying a1 is 2, b1 is 3 and c1 equal to minus 9. a2 is 4, b2 is 6 and c2 equal to minus 18. you understood what are this A1, B1 and C1. And this is A2, B2 and C2. So as before, we have to find out the ratios. So I find 2 upon 4, which is 1 upon 2. I find the ratios of B1 upon B2, 3 upon 6, 1 upon 2. Also I find the last one, C1 upon C2, which is 9 upon minus 18 equal to 1 upon 2. Here we find all the three ratios equal, A1 upon A2, which is equal to B1 upon B2, which is equal to C1 upon C2. When these three are equal, then the equations have infinite solution. Therefore, I write the equations have infinite solution. What do you mean by infinite solution? When we draw the graphs will coincide. So the graphs will coincide. Here also the system is consistent. So in two cases the system is consistent when it has a unique solution, also when it has an infinite solution. So here also we say the system is consistent. But here it is a special case. The system is consistent and dependent. Here an additional property. When it has infinite solution, we say the system is consistent and it is dependent. The last case we are going to see. Only one case is, remember, that is no solution. So consider the equation x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0, 2x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. I check whether it is in the standard form, x term, y term, constant equal to 0. Here also it is in the same form, therefore it is in the standard form. X means it is 1x. So identify A1 is 1, B1 is 2 and C1 is equal to minus 4. A2 is 2, B2 is 4 and C2 is minus 12. So I find the ratios as before, A1 upon A2, which is 1 upon 2, cannot be simplified here. I proceed with B1 upon B2, which is 2 upon 4, can be simplified, 1 upon 2. And I find C1 upon C2, minus 4 upon minus 12, which is equal to 1 upon 3. Therefore here, A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but it is not equal to C1 upon C2. So when first two are equal and the third ratio is not equal, in that case we don't get any solution. Therefore I write the equations have no solution. What do you mean by no solution? The graphs do not intersect. Therefore I write the graphs do not intersect. If they do not intersect, what type of lines we'll get? We'll get the lines are parallel. When the lines are parallel, we say the given system is inconsistent. The given system of equation, so we say the given system is inconsistent. Right. So let us recall what we have done. First express the given equations in the standard form. Identify A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Find the ratios of A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2. If you find A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, then we have a unique solution. Otherwise we say the graphs intersect at a point. Also we say the system is consistent. In the second case, if you find the ratios, all the three ratios are equal, we say the equations have infinite solution. When the equations have infinite solution and if you draw the graphs, we get a single line for both the equations. So we say the graphs coincide. Here also the system is consistent, but here it is independent. So in two cases it is consistent, when it has a unique solution, also when it has an infinite solution. In the third case, we have found all the three ratios. We have found the first two are equal and the third one is unequal. So in such case, we say the equations have no solution. If they do not have solution, the graphs will be parallel. And here we say the given system is inconsistent.